Breakin Ballz with Johnny P.
What are you breaking my balls for? All right, it's about that time for another episode of Breakin Ballz with Johnny P. I'm your host, and sitting next to me, as always, from the start, Lou Hot Dogs Martini.
Always good to be with the Duke of Delirium, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Johnny Potenza.
My man, what are you doing,
Good
buddy?
to see you. As you can see, I'm all Italianed out today. I've got my Italy hat on, my Italian shirt.
I was going to say, what were you on the Salvation Army line? Where's your shirt?
It's a very expensive sweatshirt. This is a $60 hoodie, my friends.
$60,
okay?
he says.
This came from Sardinia. This thing. Yeah, no, I'm excited because we got great guests today.
Yeah,
great guests. They're very Italian.
Oh, big time.
Now I'm only a half Italian. You're a full-blooded Italian.
Yeah.
So I'm half. I don't know if you know this. I'm half Ukrainian. Did you know that?
Yeah, of course I did.
My mother's side is from Kiev. I'm a half Ukrainian.
But before
I'm not full-blooded Italian. Like there's a lot of hormonal stuff going on in this room tonight, ladies and gentlemen, with all these Italians and half Italians.
But before we bring you on, it is Lou Martini's birthday tomorrow.
Oh, you remember?
And, I got a little gift from me and Gary and Concetta for you. It's just a little
awesome.
taste. Even though we're going to take you out to dinner later.
I'm very excited. We're going out for Chinks tonight.
That's just a little more.
Don't arrest me because I said Chinks. It's Chinese food.
That's just another extra piece of a little taste.
This is wonderful.
Of Jack Daniels.
This is great. There we go, baby.
Yeah.
There we go.
Mine and Lou's favorite drink.
There we go.
And what else do you like to drink?
Jack and Ginger, baby. That's it.
Yeah.
I like Jim Beam, too. I'm a Jim Beam guy.
Yeah, I know. I'm not really a Jim Beam guy.
But I know. No, you're a Jack lover. Jack is
and Jameson.
the love of your life.
I like Jack.
This is very thoughtful. Thank you, Gary and Concetta also.
Yes.
And we're gonna celebrate Gary's birthday and my birthday with Johnny and the boys a little after
and
the show
our
tonight.
guests too. So speaking of our guests, we're going to bring them right on in.
Yes, please do.
And they're hailing from Queens, from the Italian Sicilians Do It Better podcast. They're good friends of ours now. We got Frank Diesel and we got Marco with us. What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Right.
From my home borough, baby. I'm a Queens guy.
I'm telling you, man, it smells like cutlets in here.
He's always thinking about food.
Can I? Because I'm very confused. Can I start off with one question to ask them? Because I've been very confused about this. I was excited you guys were coming on. We're big fans, obviously. Sure. But explain to me, because when I grew up, a Sicilian wouldn't say he was Italian, and an Italian wouldn't say he was Sicilian. So you have put the two together, Italian Sicilian. So is there a such thing as an Italian Sicilian? Because I'm confused by it.
So
I think I confused you guys by it. See?
No, it's not much of a confusion. It's more of it's called marketing tactics. You understand? Because now we can get both sides. Where an Italian goes,
you're trying to put the Italians and Sicilians together.
Bravo,
bravo. So United Nations over here.
Our concept was that Sicilians always wanted to be known to be their own little culture.
Like the Puerto Ricans and the Spanish?
Exactly. Or the Puerto Ricans and the Dominicans, right? They always want to be known.
Yeah.
So I said, let's just put these two together. And then the feedback I get is, well, aren't they Italian anyway? Exactly. So we're just out there sharing our culture and sharing how we grew up that connects a lot of people out there. And honestly, we didn't even think we'll get as far as we did with it. So
because people don't realize, there are people that don't realize, people that think that Sicily is a separate entity, and it's not. It's part of Italy. If you're Sicilian, you're Italian.
Absolutely.
But that's why I never say I'm Sicilian unless somebody says, what part of Italy are you from? I say I'm Italian, Italian-American. And if they say, what part are you from? Then I say Sicily. I never, but there are Sicilians out there say I'm Sicilian.
Yeah.
My wife says she's Sicilian.
Well, the background of all this is the fact that Sicily has tried to secede. They try to be their own thing. In fact, we have our own flag. We were all ready to go. It's just that they keep denying us because they just said, no, you're a part of the whole country. That's what it is, right? We will not have you separated, which totally I understand. But that's just the want of us wanting to be independent because we are different. We do it better.
Let me ask you this now, guys. So I'm Italian. Well, I'm an American Italian, but I'm Italian. I'm Sicilian and Nalbadan.
So you have good.
Yeah.
So you half stubborn, right? And the other half likes to steal. That's.
So Nalbadan has the short arms, right?
Oh, yeah.
The Nalbadan can't go into his pockets. Oh, the check is here. Oh, I got it. Hold on, I got it. Hold on.
I don't steal at all. I just help myself.
There you go.
That's another
There
way
you
to
go.
put it.
550
Very
discount. That's it. No big deal.
I've never seen Johnny steal something that he didn't want. Put it that way.
Right.
All right, so that's...
And I don't steal from people. I just steal from people with big insurance policies.
There you go. There you go.
Department stores, Macy's,
Home Depot. We all put the razor blades underneath the sandbags. We all been there. Come on, bro.
Don't give him ideas. There's only one entrance out of here.
So tell us about the podcast. You guys got this fabulous, wonderful, big shot podcast that's doing great. Well, honored to have you on. Tell us about the podcast. What's going on?
How'd you get started and everything? Give us your story.
Honestly, it was, I started, 10, 12 years ago, a page where I was just sharing memes. Just to laugh, right? And then one day something went viral and it kind of hooked me. So then I just kept going with it. And then 2 years ago, I started a Instagram page and that quickly grew. So I said, hey, what is it better at this point to give this platform a voice?
Yeah.
So I grabbed, my best friend, that I grew up with and my brother, and we teamed up and said, hey, let's just tell people our story. And episode 1 went viral on Spotify, and things just like 3 years later, I'm like, wow, I can't believe the people's attention we're getting and the volume of people who want to come on with us.
What kind of content do you guys have on the show?
I mean, a lot of people be like, why would you want to narrow yourself down just to Italians? Because there's so much you could talk about.
Yeah.
But we don't really just stay to that. We like to talk about everything, but we always like to swing it around. And because the way I grew up is different the way he grew up, even though both families are from Sicily. We're first generation here. And then, my family's probably different how your family grew up, right? So just hearing those stories and just mixing all into one pool, I think that's where the fun comes out of it. And we always make it comical,
Yeah.
So you know what it is with you guys with the name, the Italian Sicilians Do It Better. It's pretty much geared for that. When I was doing my show, most of my guests wound up being Italian for some reason. It wasn't that I was just going to go book Italians. I don't know. I guess the Italian actors in the entertainment industry just was easy for me to get.
We do it better.
Well, one of the things that we talked about when we were talking about doing this show, I've been dear friends with Johnny. He's like a brother to me for many, many years on his talk show and stuff like
My
that.
condolences.
And Johnny had, I know, believe me. And I lived to tell about it, right? But he had this idea for doing a behind the scenes kind of thing of his talk show.
Yeah.
That became this podcast. And he asked me to do it with him. I says, look, I love you like a brother. I help you get this started. But the most important thing to me is I don't want to do another Goombas show.
Yeah.
I want to have guests from all different types of walks of life.
Me too. Yeah.
I want to be able to talk about things, current events, things, you know what I'm saying? Things that are organic in general in nature.
Right.
I don't want to do, but don't want to. So I want to stay away from that. Those are a dime a dozen. Like you guys, you talk about culture and things like that, and so then we talk about it's not just gangster talk. It's
No.
If an Italian American scientist has done something good in the news, we talk about that.
We don't talk
That's
a
what
lot
we
of
try to
gangster
do.
stuff. We just bring it up here and there, funny stuff.
One of the things where
laugh.
I always try to make it clear is, I was fortunate where my parents they came, and I'm first gen here, and I got taught the language. I know how to read and
You're
write
lucky.
it, but I know the dialect, right? I don't really know so much the Italian, so I wasn't able to do that for my kids, right? But now it's like when I'm watching social media today, and you see and I call it mocking.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's what we really represent. Like I'm not talking about people wear the Sergios. I know the Sopranos kind of made that thing. It's more like there's a difference of making fun of it, or talking about it. And I wanted to come out there and really talk about it.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot more than what you see in movies. And a lot of people have that impression, I feel. So that's why that stereotype is where I just like to talk about.
And not only that, though, it's the fact that it's dying. Whatever we came from, that is dying.
Yeah.
That is no longer going to be a staple anymore. You don't have these people coming over from Sicily, Italy,
Yeah.
and living the way they do.
No.
So we lived in our minds. We've talked about this recently.
We're preserved.
We're preserved. We still have that 70s, 80s Italian mentality because that's how we grew up. That's how they did their thing. But now these kids nowadays, they don't know that.
Or better yet, if I go to Italy, I get made fun of. Because I'm old school.
We have no
Because
place.
they've evolved. I just learned what our grandparents brought here. So that's why I think it's the areas that matter most is here. Is the United States, it's Australia, it's Brazil, Argentina.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the Italians that left at that time took that. And it's like we're like those cultures that preserve, that have those traditions that don't exist anymore.
Unfortunately, the mother country itself, I mean, what's going on with Italy? I mean, now the prime minister's come in and is trying to save some of that. But I think it's a world problem. America's let it happen. Italy has let it happen.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
They've let their cultures and their traditions die. Yeah. And with open borders and and it's fine to let other cultures and traditions in, but you got to assimilate.
Yeah.
People don't assimilate anymore. We talk about this all the time, Johnny. People do not assimilate. They come to wherever they're going to make their money and send it back. That's even spend it here. You know,
it's
just
true.
It's a different world.
Yeah.
So again, I commend you guys on what you're doing on trying to keep Italian traditions and culture and lifestyles alive and well. I commend you guys on that.
And just to go on that, from what he said, we actually have no place. When Italy talks about us, if they know what we do, we're old school. We're not in touch with the new generation.
Yeah.
But then when we do it here, we're not real Italians. We're
the
Yeah,
jokes.
We're
you
the
know,
jokes.
I hear you. When we post silly reels sometimes, like when we were cursing, you know, hey, of course I'm Italian, you know, we say that. Then you get these real ginzos, wops. You know, listen, it is what it is.
We're allowed to say it because we're them.
Yeah, exactly. And it's breaking balls. We all love each other. But it's like, they say, you're not a real Italian. You're a disgrace to the Italians. You know, you guys ain't real Italians. You know, all this stupid shit. I go, we're just having fun.
Right.
You know. But yeah, everybody takes everything so serious. Well, let's get off that for a second. Let me ask you guys a question. What is your input? Because we're a little older than you guys, and we came from a different generation, but we're in the generation now. But with the podcast being so big, all podcasts, it's like everybody and their mother is doing a podcast now. And then there's ones that are doing really great, and there's ones that are just getting by. We're new. We're still building followers. We don't got really many followers yet, and we're all, you know, Lou's a seasoned actor. Gary's a seasoned actor. I've been grinding, doing the late night show with public access for many, many, many years. And like public access, when I was younger, there was no platform for podcasts. It's either you rented a stage, you rented space, or you did public access television, and you broke your ass, and you had to get out of the house, and you had to get a whole crew of people. It was a lot of work. What do you feel about the competition that's going on now and the support level? Because it seems like people support each other, but it seems like a lot of the Italians, unfortunately, he knows this, don't support each other.
No.
Yeah. I mean, he knows my opinion on this. I think it's fine.
We talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
Italian Americans are the only culture that don't stick together in my business, in show business.
And we have our group of people. But then when it goes
you
out,
got your friends and family, but
he knows what I'm talking about. You got a certain little bit of an entourage. Everyone has their own group. It's like I call it the Little Ratsu crew. And like they stay together, and I'm not going to be throwing names out there because, you know, who knows? We might be doing business with them one day. But everyone has their own little group, and it should be. I like to have an entourage of people. That's how it was with the late night show. But now it seems like with the podcast, it's not like that.
I just feel like I've learned when people hate you or turn on you or talk about you, you're doing it right.
Yeah.
And I like to keep myself in a small circle.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like I know Johnny for a while now. It's like he's not part of my circle. I'm just saying I like to stay in a small circle because the saturation out there, right? There's so many. Who do you look for? Who do you fall in love with? You know, who's the show you follow?
Yeah.
But the best representation is being yourself. And if the person and the followings love you being yourself, there's no stopping in that.
Right.
When you're overacting, you're gonna crash, right? So that's what I'm proud of what we've done, and I love what you guys do because watching you guys, it's natural.
That's what we.
Yeah, I love the
concept.
natural.
Yes,
Yeah,
that was the concept.
We want to show everybody us raw to the bone.
Yeah.
And just us, how we are.
Sure.
You know, when I did the late night show, I had to be a little bit of a dapper, a little bit of a polish, you know, not polished, but I had to be a little more that modern day gentleman type of guy. Now I'm on here, no
now he's total shitheel. He's
There
just
we
total
go.
shitheel.
Now I'm a
And they love
shithead.
it.
Now I'm a shithead. Now it's no holds barred. So now I could be a little bit more like myself. And some people that see it like, oh, I didn't know you were. You
That's
know?
good, though.
You know, but it's good. It is what it is. But yeah, listen, I don't want to be anybody but who I am.
Right.
And if they like it, they like it. If they don't, they kiss my ass.
But a big part
But
of this
that's
too,
all.
it's luck. It's also luck because we're also we put ourselves in a niche situation, which
niche.
is because it's Italian Americans, Italians, we get it. That has been blowing up ever since what's his name, Tommy Cotoletto over there, Tommy Cutlets with the whole football thing. Then that blew up, so it was like this big ride. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but in the U.S. there was this big Italian American ride.
Yeah.
So we kind of like. Not because
Got
we
on
did
the
it,
wagon.
we didn't do it, but we didn't do it consciously. We just wanted to do it. So then that's starting to ride out. But now the question is now going to become, well, is that dying out? Is that becoming now just a
Look,
worn out thing.
I got to tell you, I have no respect for some of that shit that's going on.
Me neither.
What you guys do is completely different.
Thank you.
What some of those guys doing right now makes Italian Americans look like we're all morons.
Yeah.
And they're the
And they
ones.
should look in the mirror and say,
Yeah.
"Look what I'm doing to my ethnicity." Wow, I pronounced that ethnicity. I said that right.
Well, you
Nice.
always pronounce things right.
No, some of them I screw up.
That's all right.
But some of these guys that are out there that are doing the D's, Dems, Do's, ifs, and or buts.
Right.
As a show, you know what I'm saying? It's just look in the mirror, bro.
And
You're
here's the
embarrassing
problem.
yourself.
But you know what's wild?
Go ahead. I know what you're gonna say.
They got the followers.
Yes.
And
No
it's harder
kidding.
for people like us to get the followers.
And I'm gonna
'cause
say it like
they
this.
like that.
Because e babbe meregane follow e babbe meregane.
Oh,
That's what they are. They follow each other. So when they see
yeah.
something authentic, like me, him, his brother, even I do a side thing with his wife, a cooking podcast.
Oh, take it easy.
No, shut up. I didn't mean it like
Take
that.
it
So that
easy.
doesn't get a whole lot of a catch because we're not acting like dumb Italian Americans.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
is it a double-edged sword? 1,000%. Do I give a shit? Fuck you.
Exactly.
I'm staying
You
true
want
to
to
what
see?
it
You want to
is.
see? You want to see him get mad?
Oh, please, my ears are already
The
getting hot.
angry chef.
Just say gabagool.
Gabagool.
All right,
Is that the wrong way to say it?
according to Marcus.
Well, that's what I know.
Gabrigola.
Gabigola.
There's no G. It's a fucking C.
Gabigola.
Gabigola. No, it's Gabrigola, bro.
Tony
Come
Soprano.
on.
Let me get a Gabigola.
With Tortelloni and Cannelloni.
Somebody on The Sopranos said it and it got big again like that. I don't know if it was Tony Soprano said it or Junior said, somebody said Gabagol and Sopranos and everybody was saying Gabagol.
That's exactly what happened. But why though? It doesn't even sound the same.
Yeah, I know.
Here's the difference between him and I, and it's really funny. Like if somebody excludes us or
Yeah.
ignores us,
Yeah.
it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
But his blood pressure goes to 220.
Yeah.
And I try to tell him, like, Marcus, there's no reason to get so upset because
That's a maturity thing. Though.
Yeah.
It is.
No,
Because
no,
I was
listen.
like that up until about 2 weeks ago.
I used to get like
No.
that.
Let me give you not the prime example. Let me just give you a thing.
oh boy,
They're friends with you. They meet with you. They hang out with you. They do their thing. They go to do whatever they're gonna do. They mention everyone else but you. How do you feel?
That's how people are, man.
Do you see what I'm saying? You
Listen,
see what I get mad
and
at?
Johnny knows because I've approached people on this, okay?
Okay, so,
I'm
all
an
right.
old school entertainer.
Go ahead.
I've been in the business for 60 years, okay?
But we got to remember, you say 60 years, you were a kid when you got in the
Yeah,
business.
yeah.
Right.
So obviously.
But when you say
well, I'm
60,
not
you
90
make it
years
sound like
old.
you're 80.
Yeah, well, do I look 80?
No.
No,
Be
he was
nice,
banging his
be
high
nice,
school
be
teachers.
nice. As soon as I see another entertainer in the room, like back in the old days, ladies and gentlemen, look who's here. Have a nice hello for
Yeah.
Joey Blow, whatever like that.
Right.
I can't tell you how many times I'm at a show or whatever like that, and I walk into a room, I'm sitting there, and my name is not mentioned. I MC shows with other comedians.
Yeah.
And I do the whole show. And you think one guy says, how about a nice hand for our MC tonight, Mr. Luma? It's ridiculous.
So am I wrong?
You're
Am I wrong?
1,000% correct.
Now you can go fuck yourself.
There you
too.
go. No, he's right.
You see how emotional
old
my
school
friend gets?
etiquette.
Both of these
No,
guys
but
are...
etiquette.
Listen,
That's the word.
these guys-
etiquette. It is
Etiquette.
nice.
Etiquette.
When you do things and you give people a platform and they show up and they say they're your friends and they show up
The
and
knife is like...
but because it's fucking annoying because at that point I shouldn't have even had you on.
Absolutely.
Fuck you.
I got your back 1,000%.
Thank you.
I'm old school.
We're gonna replace Frank in a minute.
Frank,
go.
these guys redlined on the meter.
Sorry.
You know,
I don't think tonight.
you know what's a new thing I'm going to mention here for the
Mark,
first
you're right.
time,
Go ahead.
and I'm going to do it because I think it'll be really nice to see. Starting our next podcast that we're going to be recording in January, I'm going to connect the heart monitor to him so people can see
got
his
a
blood
blood pressure
pressure and
monitor.
vitals as we
That
podcast.
sounds like a good idea.
It would work too, because you can tell when my ears start getting red, I'm getting into it.
Let
I
me...
can't.
Actually, your right ear is actually red. Look
I'm
at
not
it.
kidding.
We have
Yeah,
that on
yeah.
camera.
My
Look at
elf
this. The
ear,
right ear is red.
my elf ear is getting red.
Like, let me bring this up too. There's a lot of I just see it's like every day, every other week, every month, there's more and more and more and more podcasts going on, and then from having 1-2 pizzerias doing it, now you got like thousands of guys with the pizza. I get it. Listen, but it's just like. It's over flooded, but where are all of these people? I'll just say it like this, because the availability of social media, everybody can do whatever they want to do. Where was all of this talent and personality back when we didn't have social media and you actually got to get off your ass?
I think that
And
was the
like I said,
problem.
go to a public access
But that's
station.
the thing, John.
Go
You don't have
this
to
and
have
go to that.
talent.
No.
You don't have to have talent.
Not
anymore.
just
But
that.
some of the-
Now it's right here.
Yes,
Okay.
some people out there do got personalities
Of course.
that are funny.
Let's take a part of what you just said. You said all these pizzerias, restaurants, whatever. Unfortunately, now pizzerias can no longer just sell pizza. They now have to be influencers.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. The generations are going where, yeah, you could take out an ad and this is my pizzeria, come by, you won't shit yourself, I guarantee. Now, they have to make things funny, draw people in. It's not just about the food, it's also about the people running it. You are no longer a business owner, you are an influencer.
People want to like that guy. I want to meet that guy. Let's go eat there tonight.
Okay.
Let's go meet him. You right? And that's what it is. But there's plenty of times, through many years of guests, and they don't promote you. They don't mention to you afterwards. They don't share your stuff. It's a little bit, it hurts a little because I was always a promoter, and you know that. So I always liked, besides doing the show, I wouldn't have a show if it wasn't for my guests. So I always promote, and it's like, come on, fucking promote the thing. You promote everything else. I mean, promote what you're on. I mean,
Look,
don't come on someone's show if you're not going to help promote it. That's all I say. So if you're going to come on my show and you don't promote it, don't come on.
Fuck, we got a promoter now.
Fuck.
That's it. You guys are done. No, but you guys have always been good. And I was on when you guys first started, I think after a year or so.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I had like 5 cups of coffee when I went on their show. I yacked.
That's fine. That's fine. When we mentioned about when we first started, actually, there is something that what kind of kicked everything off. The first episode was viewed by Joe Avati.
Oh, wow.
And we didn't even hit episode 3 out of recording, and he already contacted him that he wanted to be on, and I was fucking blown away. I'm like, you just see my fat ass sitting on a couch talking about meatballs.
When I seen you, I just liked you for some reason. I said, I like these guys. Let me reach out to them, you know?
But it was something I didn't expect. After, barely 2 episodes out, we got a contact. And Joe Avati's been doing comedy. How many years now? 30
I don't know,
years?
this is the first time I hear him complimenting, so I'm actually enjoying it.
No, I
Is that the
compliment.
guy? Who's the guy? Is that the guy? Who? The guy.
The comedian. The
Yeah.
Australian comedian.
He's Australian.
Oh, sure, that guy. You
he's also
introduced me to
calibrated.
him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Funny guy.
Yeah.
And he's pretty big.
He's been doing it for years, man.
And he loves these guys.
Oh,
So-
dude, we had him on twice already or 3? We're gonna get him on a 3rd time probably
Every time he comes, he's back in a couple of months.
when he does tours. Yeah. So he really, when he saw our stuff, I was like, wow, just to get his attention after the 2nd or 3rd show that we dropped.
So
Something.
those were one of the perks, like doing what we're doing.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
It's
with
like
people.
it's like growing up. Joe Avati being one of these comedians. Me and my wife used to love watching. When he was on television.
Yeah.
And he was in our house. Then there was other people that we used to watch, and now they're in my house.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was cool just seeing how all that changed, and I got into being in my first movie a couple weeks ago, and I can't say nothing about it, but
keep that
it was
on
like
the down low.
it was like, holy crap, like look where things could lead you.
See, I like, because I always have my own studio, but they got when you go on their show, they got a great studio right in the house. They spent the money, and it's mint, and they're in the comfort of their own house, and it's how they want it.
It's like sitting in our living room.
Yeah. And that's what he wants.
That's what I want.
That's
from
what he
the
wants.
you should come by and take
We're
a look.
working towards it. We're working towards it.
I don't know where we're going to do it, how we're going to do it. They're building a big room in the back here, so hopefully we could do it over here.
Well, this is nice.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
This is very nice.
It's a nice studio. It's a nice
And
studio.
we'll show you the other room after where we started. But there's a lot, and the problem is where you have to be doing a show a year to get into another room. But we wanted a different look, and that room is the same type of with the lights. So there's so many people doing podcasts. People getting those shows confused with our shows, because I have friends that say, Johnny, I was looking through the thing and it's like, I didn't see you guys there. He goes, did you guys get canceled? I
They
go,
see
"No."
the backdrop thinking it's our show and it's somebody else's show because this is a busy studio.
Everybody circulates the same guest. So that's another thing. When I was at the public access station for many years, and it was on my talent release form, if you come on my show, you can't come. You can't go on another show at this public access station. And if you said, "Oh, well, you can't tell me what to do," then you don't come on the show. And I'm not being a bully, but if we were all on NBC or you guys were all on these big networks and we were all making $1 million, I wouldn't give a shit if you had all my guests on. We're all making money. To get out of a public access TV station, you have to be better than the rest, and you got to have guests that people don't have.
it's a hustle.
And I believe it goes for the same when you're independent. People want to see different things on your show. They don't want to see the same old guests that are on everybody's show. I'm old school, so that's my opinion.
Yeah.
Who's a guest out there? Who would be a big get for you guys that you haven't had on yet that you want to get?
That we haven't gotten yet.
Yeah.
Well, we had a lot
Probably
of big
a lot of-
ones now.
Yeah, I
We
don't.
already
I
have.
really don't know. I mean, like a De Niro or somebody like that. But
I mean, if that's your dream to have him on, is that?
I know what his dream is.
Okay, let's hear it.
Mr. Palmentari.
Oh,
I know
Chazzy.
he wants him on.
I was always a big fan of him, and
But look who Chaz is putting on the show now. He's putting on a lot of these influences.
yeah.
We had Sandy Blue Eyes on this show, and we had him on my late night show. And he's a gentleman. He's trying to get me on the show, and then eventually get the rest of the guys on with the show with us. I wrote to Chaz a couple of times when he was originally looking for a guest. It's a hustle, right? It's a grind.
It's a hustle. And Johnny knows, and you may have heard this, but they call Lou Martini the most famous, not famous actor. And because everybody knows because I work all the time, but I'm not fucking famous, but I'm known, it's that kind of thing. So you just keep putting it out there, man. You keep doing as much as you can and just make sure that you can look in the mirror with what you're doing. Of course. I know I get up in the morning, I look in the mirror, I'm fine with myself. Like I said, we were talking about some of these guys, the shit they're putting out, man. It's kind of disgraceful. It really is. It's embarrassing.
It is.
And I told John again, we go from the beginning, it says, John, we ain't going down that road. Because if you're going to go down that road, these dems, and Guinea stuff, I ain't doing.
We're old school.
Because I'm an Italian American. I'm not a Guinea.
We're old school. We're older than the rest of you guys. You guys are lucky. You're younger. What are you, in your 30s?
I'm in my 40s.
He just hit his 40s. You old fuck.
Wow.
40s ain't old. When I was in my 40s, forget about it. I still look like I was 30, 31.
40s is the new 20s, isn't it, right?
Well, I'm 34, so I'm probably the youngest one in the room.
No,
besides him.
you're good. You're good. But
yeah,
things have changed, man. We want to, with the chemistry that we got with all of us, we're all been striving and sacrificing 3/4 of our life in the music and the entertainment business, and we're still never got to where we needed to be. It ain't even about being famous. That really was never the key for me. It was always about making money and making a lot of money doing what I love to do. And seriously, the fame is there. It's cool, but I was always like a well-known guy in my neighborhood and on Staten Island. So I wouldn't want to be too famous because honestly, it's a hassle what I see with the celebrities, and they got no life. But late night talk show hosts like Jimmy Fallon or Jay Leno or Johnny Carson, when they walk down the street, people treat you like they're your next door neighbor. Hey, they come up to talk to you. If you're like a big celebrity like John Cruise or say The Rock,
John Cruise.
Tom Cruise, wise guy, and The Rock.
You almost won a whole show without mispronouncing the name.
People run up.
He was
to
counting.
them.
We're a minute away. We're almost in a whole show.
He set the counter.
People, my English teacher would be very proud of me. But people run up to them like, and they start crying and all that stuff. You know what I mean? But that's what I want.
But they do that with you in Staten Island. Come on.
But no,
Come on.
they don't cry.
But it's like, oh no,
I've
it's
been
Johnny.
to a couple of malls with Johnny P. And they come up to him crying and say, please get away from me.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh no, it's Johnny.
I ran into this old man the other day at the supermarket. He goes, how's the retirement? I go, what, you watch the show? He goes, yeah. Tonight, what's your name? What's your name? I go, listen, I didn't retire. It's just I'll see you later. I'm just going to a different platform right now.
There you go.
But Staten Island has always been my place, and I love Brooklyn. So what's your next move for you guys?
I'll be honest with you, I don't know. Do have something coming up soon. I think it'll be a shock to most people in 2020, late 2026. I see it as an expansion, so we'll see how that goes. More details coming soon.
Well, please keep doing what you're doing because you guys are doing fabulous work over there.
Thank you.
As an Italian American, as an Italian Sicilian, together, I enjoy what you guys are doing, and me and Johnny are big fans. And thanks for coming on, guys. Really,
And your
no,
friends
thanks
are
for having
ours. You're our Queens connection.
There you go.
That's
And
it.
we're our Staten Island connection, and I am from the South Shore. And it's like in Queens Boulevard in Entourage. He goes, I am Queens Boulevard. I go, I am Princess Bay.
And like I told him, I'm from Sunnyside. I'm a Queens guy originally.
Yeah, you are. Sunnyside. So
Bryan High School, the Fighting Owls. You ever see an owl fight there, Mike? It's
I
not a
heard
pretty
they're pretty
thing.
quiet.
Not a pretty thing. Who?
Well, before we wrap up, is there anybody you want to bust balls on, or is there a funny story you want to tell us that you might studio audience never seen studio audience? I'm so used to saying it. A viewing audience would like to know about you guys. Any kind of funny family story between you? Anything happened recently that might be funny?
Dude, we have so many. It's hard because
It's hard to pick one.
You got to watch their podcast. That's the idea.
Listen, we've been friends over 20 years.
Yeah.
So to pinpoint one, it's hard.
Look,
It's not
I'll
easy.
leave you guys with this, and we'll wrap up the show, right? Just do what you got to do, right? Just be yourself. You have to ignore all the negativity.
Worry about yourself.
And I guarantee you, once you're happy in what you're doing, it will get somewhere.
Yeah.
That's
with,
it.
And with my take is have hate in your heart because that's the only thing that's fucking
He's
real.
a miserable
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm with you, Marco.
Well, Frank and Marco, it's always a pleasure. Let's go get some Chinese food.
Let's go.
Thank you guys for having us.
Thank you.
Happy birthday,
Yeah.
by the way.
Happy
Thank you,
birthday.
guys. Thank
From
you,
the
guys.
Italian Americans, Italian Americans do it better. Italian Sicilians do
Motherfucker.
it better. The Italian Americans, that's the new podcast.
Yeah.
The Italian Sicilians do it better. Marco and Frank, a bunch of gentlemen, friends of ours from Queens. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Lou Martini, Hot Dogs Martini. I'll see you soon.
Always good to see you. Yes, let's go eat.
Happy birthday again.
Happy birthday again to me.
Chicken cutlet Marcus.
Hey,
Have a good day.
Frankie Diesel pants.
All right, guys, in closing, thank you for another episode on Season 2 of Breaking Balls with Johnny P. As I said, it's always nice to be nice. It really is. But whose balls could you break this week? Good night.
Breaking Balls with Johnny P.
What are you breaking my balls for?